Anthem, and he said he went over all the javelins
He's eating me!
and said
He's eating me!
yeah.
Did
And
it
he
kill
said
you?
Yes!
Yes.
He fucking ate me, dude! What do you think? So he's gonna vomit me back up? Like, how does this work?
Yes.
He's gonna vomit me at me? Like, please explain.
Yes.
I thought this was not this violent. This is a very violent video game right now, guys. I'm not sure I'm okay with this. But wait a minute. I'm gonna be worth more after he vomits me than I was worth going in.
Exactly.
Dude, this is the best game in the fucking world. Shields up, Iron Breakers. Rurikhan here coming at you with another video. Welcome back to Monster Hunter World and happy birthday, Monster Hunter World. Yesterday marked the 1-year anniversary for this game, which has been a fantastic game. It is currently my favorite game of all times because there's just so much to do, so many monsters to hunt, so many things to kill, so many armor pieces to craft, and on top of it, they're still supporting it. There's still new content coming down the line, and all of it has been free, including cosmetic DLC, which, by the way, we're going to be getting another piece of cosmetic DLC as soon as I get enough tickets. You guys can see that I'm wearing the brigade suit. The reason for that is because I still have not gotten enough tickets. I'm currently sitting on 9 Gala tickets or whatever the tickets are for the Appreciation Fest. Probably Appreciation tickets, idiot. I'm still sitting only on 9 of them. Those are all of the ones that I can get so far, but come midnight tonight, I should be receiving another one as a login bonus. So that is going to be good times, and then I'll be able to actually equip the Gala suit. But anyways, let's have a look at the Gala suit, shall we? Now, this is actually one of the better armor sets that we've gotten so far out of all of the festival events, in my opinion, because you actually have some decent skills on most of them, except for the one that's got slinger ammo or whatever. And then you also have a really good amount of sockets. Like right here on the Gala suit top hat, you can see 1 tier 2 decoration, 2 tier 1 decorations. On the jacket, same thing. On the cuffs, same thing. And then on the belt, you actually have a tier 3 decoration, as well as on the pants, you also have a tier 3 decoration alongside the 2 tier 1s, which is pretty damn good. Then if we actually pay attention to the skills, on the hat we got critical boost, which is not bad. Critical draw on the jacket, which is actually important for me, because the reason I actually can't do a critical draw set is because I don't have a single critical draw jewel, and there isn't really any good equipment that's got 1 point in critical draw. Then you also have maximum might on the gloves, which is good. Slinger capacity on the belt is like the downside there. And Divine Blessing is not perfect, but it's all right. And the set itself actually looks pretty damn good, if I can say so myself. I really like the highlights that you get when you get into actually painting it. Like, look, it changes the inside of your jacket. Well, it doesn't change the inside of your jacket, but it changes like the ribbons and stuff. We can actually see here. Let me paint it blue. Boom, you guys can see. I mean, I think that is actually really good, really well detailed. It's got physics on it, all of that good stuff. I think this looks hella good. And the first thing that I'm going to do, the first thing that I'm unlocking this festival is the layered armor for this suit. Anyway, so that is the suit that you can get, and in my opinion, it's actually a good one. It also has a set bonus, by the way, I forgot to mention. It's got great luck, but you need to have all 5 pieces equipped. So it kind of becomes an alternative to, is it the commission set? I kind of forget. You guys know the one that I'm talking about. It's got 4 pieces for great luck. This kind of becomes an alternative to that with a ton of sockets, which allows you for a lot of customization. So I'm probably going to be doing a new great luck set using the Gala suit when I actually get to craft it, because it requires quite a lot. Like you can see right there, you need 3 for each piece. It's going to be 15 total, plus the 10 that you need for the layered armor, plus however many you need for the Palico gear, which you also have a new Palico set, which looks really cool. Now, usually when it comes to the Palico, I don't really care about the element that much. Sometimes I pay attention to the damage, like that's the main reason why I'm using the gold chocobo rod, because it deals so much damage, but it's not really a big deal. It's mostly about the cosmetic look, I think, and I think that this one, it looks hella good. Like, let me give you guys the default colors, and we can also change some of them just so that you guys can see the difference. Like, here's the yellow, Here's the red. It kind of changes the tint on everything. The little disco afro thing that he's got on his head changes tint kind of like Kultaroth's armor, so it's not as, how should I put it, doesn't have as much contrast to it, but it's still cool. You can do some cool layouts. Look at this. Look at it in blue. I think it's really cool. His weapon is actually a mic with a mic stand, which is also pretty cool. He's got a little guitar on his back. Come on. That's awesome, you know? And this is the type of cosmetic DLC that every single game would friggin' charge you for. Monster Hunter World is like, no, just free. Just play the game. Just enjoy it. All you gotta do is do a couple of quests, participate in the event, and you will get this stuff. And that is cool. I think that these two outfits look amazing, but that is not everything. There is also a new weapon, in case you guys weren't aware. I haven't crafted it yet because it also requires tickets, and like I said, the first thing I want to do is get that layered armor, but the weapon that you can get is a lance, and it's mostly for the looks as well. It's not particularly amazing. It's got sleep on it. It does have white sharpness, which is good. But the thing about this is naturally because of the looks. You guys can see it right there. It's got like the banner thing going for it. Just pretty damn cool. I like that. I'm going to be crafting that for sure because I also like the other one that we had, which is, what's the name of it? It is the Sapphire Star Lance. This is the White Wind Lance. These were the, I think that these were the symbols of the different expeditions that were actually sent out into the New World, and I would assume that we'll be getting a couple of more, at least 3 more probably, for these lances as we move further and further into the game. At least that is what would make sense to me, because I mean, if you're going to do the Sapphire Star and the White Wind, it would only make sense to get all of the other banners on there as well as lance weapons. Either way, that is definitely something that I want to craft just to keep as, you know, just as a memento. But yeah, that's also going to require 3 appreciation tickets because Jesus Christ. But anyway, that's not all. There's also a new event quest that you should definitely do because it is going to unlock a couple of interesting little things here that you guys might want. It's going to be 2 cosmetics that you're going to be able to unlock with the new quest, which is the Greatest of Jagras. Let me show you guys. Wait, we're in change armor pigment. My bad. Go to layered armor. Go to head. You can actually get a skull mask. And let me put the color presets to default so that you can see the default colors. Default color of the skull mask is like this dark gray, but it's got the red on the inside that always stays the same. So if you pin a white, you can get a full white mask with the red insides, or you can pin a yellow, you can get like a golden mask. So yeah, this is the skull mask. And then besides that, you also get a Kuliaku head, which you can also paint. Change the color preset to be default. It's actually green for some reason. Not sure why. Depending on green, it almost looks like a Portuguese Kuliaku because it's got green and red. And those are national colors. You can paint it any other color that you want. Yellow, orange, whatever. So yeah, the quest that you need to do in order to get the tickets to get these done is the Greatest of Jagras. And that was actually a pretty cool quest. He killed me twice yesterday when I did him the first time because I was a little bit rusty. I hadn't played in a while. And he just like slammed me down. Then I pulled out the face buster. And you guys know what happens when I pull out the face buster. I beat his face. But anyway, in the footage in this video, you're going to see me fight him with the sword and shield. That is because I just felt like playing sword and shield. To be completely honest, the encounter is not that challenging. They're like, oh, Rurikhan, give us the hot tips for the builds against the Greatest Jagras. Like, anything that you're comfortable with, it's a great Jagras, okay? He's not that tough. The one difference that the couple of differences that he does have is that he roars a whole lot. His roar has tremendous reach. Like, I've seen him roar from the inside of a cave, and I was all the way outside, almost in a different area, and my character flinched when he roared from inside the cave. So he roars a whole bunch, so if you want to, you can bring earplugs. That's one of the things that I'm running in this build. And also now, a lot of his attacks give you tremors in the ground. So if you bring footing, it's also going to avoid that, which is also something I'm running in this build. Because the thing is, you guys will be like, well, you're sacrificing so much damage. This particular fight is not about the damage. What you want the Great Jagras to do in this fight, for those of you that are not on the know, what you want him to do is you want him to eat. And after he eats, he's going to, you know, become all big and engorged and all that stuff. Then you beat on him like the piñata that he is, and he vomits that stuff out. He's going to regurgitate that shit. And once he regurgitates it, every single thing that you pick up off the ground as you sift through the Great Jagras' vomit. Now, the Greatest Jagras' vomit, as you sift through it, you're going to get yourself a bunch of decorations. It's still pretty RNG, though, so if you're looking to get your attack decoration, still probably not going to happen. But the thing is, it's going to give you a lot of fuel to basically put into the melder if you have the patience to go through that process. So if you're looking to grind decorations, this is probably the best thing that you can do right now. You go up to the Great Jagras, you get him to eat, you beat on him until he explodes like the piñata that he is, and then you let him go eat again. Like, don't be too hasty about killing him. That's why I'm telling you, don't bother like taking too much damage, because you want to draw out that fight in order to get him to vomit multiple times. Now, there is a cap to it. In the video that you guys are watching, I was able to squeeze about 34, 35 decorations out of him. And I think that's pretty close to the cap. I've heard people say that they've gotten up to 38, but what I got on that video was the maximum that I've ever seen. And the reason I say it's the maximum because by the end of that footage, he was actually vomiting all over the place and no gems were actually dropping anymore. So it almost seemed like I had hit the cap because I allowed him to eat and he was just like still vomiting. And so yeah, as a birthday present to celebrate its birthday, Monster Hunter World wants you to go sifting through Great Jagras vomit. No, but in all seriousness, it is a pretty good way to get decorations now. Personally, I've long decided that I'm not going to be able to get every decoration that I want. It's too RNG, and, you know, I'll do this quest a couple of times to get some decos, but I'm not going to be, like, spamming the quest until that legendary attack decoration drops. Okay, if you want to do that, more power to you. I just think it's still a fun event, and what something really funny happened in last night's live stream. I was streaming over on Twitch, and the Great Jagras actually ate me. And then we're basically beating my remains out of him, and gems were coming out, and I was saying, guys, those are my decorations, don't pick them up. Because he hated me. And the funny thing is, I was running tier 5 earplugs, and Kegrin actually got 5 earplug decorations. Now, that was just complete chance. I don't think that if you fill yourself up with attack decorations, all of a sudden the mouse is going to spew out attack decos, but it was a pretty funny thing. It was just a funny thing that happened, and Monster Hunter World is just that game that keeps on giving, you know? So I hope that they keep this up for a long time to come. I can't wait for Iceborne. And just thank you, Monster Hunter team. You guys are fucking amazing. Call me a fanboy. Call me whatever you want. I don't care. I think this game's fucking amazing. And everyone that says otherwise, you're entitled to your opinion. I disagree. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit it up with a like if you usually like my videos. Subscribe and hit the bell notification icon. Comments and feedback in the comment section below. See you guys on the next one.